Elsewhere, Austria's far-right Freedom Party has scored a historic victory, winning the country's parliamentary election. Following the parliamentary election in Austria, the far-right Freedom Party will be the strongest faction in the parliament, beating the conservative OVP for the first time in history. We have details in this next report.
The FPO garnered 29.2% of votes, followed by Chancellor Karl Nehammer's center-right conservative OVP at 26.48%. The FPO now has the most seats in the new Austrian parliament. Turnout stood at 74.9%, slightly down from the previous election in 2019. On Sunday evening, FPO leader Herbert Kirk said his party was ready to negotiate with other political forces. He also said the voters clearly expressed, quote, "You can't just go on like this in this country," end quote. Austrian President Alexander Van der Bellen also told political parties to hold talks to form a government. According to the result, the center-left Social Democrats got 21.05% of the vote. The Greens, who are part of the current governing coalition with the Conservatives, secured 8.03% of support. Austrian Chancellor considered defeat by Sunday evening. He said he was bitter about his party missing the top spot, but noted that it has recovered compared to its previous poll ratings. The head of Germany's far-right AfD party, Alice Weidel, congratulated FPO after the projections were published. The German party, which shares a large element of its ideology with the FPO, also marked major strides in 3 separate state elections in Germany earlier this month. Despite the historic victory for the far-right party, it does not have enough seats to form a government on its own and would require a coalition. The Social Democrats have already ruled out such an agreement, but the OVP has not. A 3-way coalition between the Conservatives, Social Democrat and the Liberal Neos will also be a possibility. Immigration concerns and an economic downturn have dominated the electoral landscape in the Alpine EU nation. Under the election program titled Fortress Austria, the FPO has called for more deportations of uninvited foreigners and wants to suspend the right to asylum with an emergency law. Also urged ending sanctions against Russia.